So is that one of your shots, that little pull to the left, or even worse, that very high, very weak shot out to the right? So are you one of those golfers that's got both of those shots in your locker and both of them just don't really hit the ball anywhere, and you're playing with golfers who, you know, you're similar height, maybe similar build, who seem to hit the ball a lot further than you? Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about what's causing that and how we're going to change your swing with a really simple little drill that's going to help you shallow the club out in your downswing. Right, so first of all, what is shallowing the club out in your downswing? Now, if you already know what this means, I apologise, but I think there'll be a lot of golfers will have heard this term, might have clicked on this video or other videos and not be 100% sure kind of actually what it means. So what we're talking about is from the top of your backswing, we're talking about the golf club moving down, more behind you with the club head, so that the club can travel more from the inside and get that golf ball maybe going a little bit straighter or maybe even drawing. But it's also what we're going to talk about. It's going to get you swinging the club a little quicker and actually delivering more speed from the club head to the golf ball to hit the ball further. So not only are we going to hit the ball more accurately, but we're also going to hit the ball further. Okay, so if you're not shallowing the swing out, what are you actually doing? So from the top of your backswing, your golf club is moving out in front of you very quickly, and then there's only one place it can go from there, is back to the golf ball and back behind your body, which would be called more of an out to in or over the top swing. Now, I think the big thing for a lot of golfers is when they talk about being shallow, a lot of golfers mention to me particularly about feeling they need to swing more around themselves. And I think the actual issue starts with the backswing, and then the downswing becomes a reaction to that poor backswing. So most golfers that swing, as I've just showed, that get that club moving and get that weak shot out to the right, if you look, my club path there is minus 9.1. So for anyone who doesn't understand the TrackMan numbers, anytime there's a minus on swing path, it means the club is moving to the left or from out to in through impact. So that was very easy to do. And like I said, I think a lot of golfers do that, but they're trying really hard to swing from the inside and shallow the club out. And I'm going to show you the first mistake that I think causes that. So because golfers know they want to swing from the inside, what most golfers do is initially they take the club back very inside, so it gets to a point where the club's here, and then they can go to the top. Now I want you to look at where my forearm is in relation to my spine. So there, it's about at spine angle, okay? Now, I'm going to get you to do a little test for me. I'm going to help you understand how that forearm relative to your spine and how your shoulder rotates. We're going to get you doing a little drill to make this much easier and better for you. So while the video is running, particularly with the trail shoulder, I want you to get your arm up at shoulder height like so, and then all I want you to do from there is just rotate the forearm back and see where you can get to. So I can get just past spine angle, but a lot of golfers I see get short of spine angle, so it shows they're a little bit tight in their rotator cuff. So the little challenge is when you swing back, if you get the club working very much behind you quickly and you're already at your full rotation of the shoulder there, you can't get that club shallowing out without making another movement with your body. So it's very easy that when you go round, the first place you're going to go now is that way. So we go from the shoulder being externally rotated to going internally rotated. And it's such a killer. So many golfers set up there, round, and you can see there, I've thinned that one. And it's so difficult because you can strike the ball well, but it becomes a really weak shot. And we don't want that, do we? We want those lovely strikes So what we need to feel is a way that we can work the backswing differently in order to allow our club and our shoulder to be dropping the club on the inside and shallowing out. So, great little drill for most golfers is I've got a 7-iron, but I'm going to get my 6-iron as well. And I'm going to put both clubs together. Set up as though I'm going to hit a golf ball, and then I want you to swing back as you would normally do, but a little bit slower. So if the club works inside there, you'll feel now how heavy that golf club is. And as you get to the top, the club's trying to pull down that way, and your first reaction will be to go that way. Does that look familiar for anyone? Particularly if you video your swing, you'll hate seeing it and you'll do some lovely practice swings that then when you go to the golf ball, your old pattern will reappear. So keeping the two clubs together, what do we want to feel? So rather than get the club going behind you very quickly, I want you to feel that the club works more straight back. It can't go perfectly straight back, but more straight back and then up. Okay, so the difference here is look at that forearm now. Not as far back, therefore the shoulder a little bit more internally rotated. And then that will allow from there the weight of the club to drop down. I know I've got a little bit more range of movement in the shoulder. So I go from internal to external, and then that's a very different feeling. So let's do a few swings with the heavier clubs. And it's tough to swing quickly with this, so don't worry about speed to begin with. So more straight back and up. And that's a great exaggerated feeling for a lot of guys. From there, then the club can go down, shallow out and through. So let's go again. Now there's a golf swing on tour at the moment, Matt Wolf. And when Matt first appeared on tour, you know, a lot of negative comments about his golf swing. I mean, the one key thing is it works fantastically well. But particularly when you look at Matt, as that club works back, he gets the club very steep on the way back. That forearm's in that position and it allows him to shallow out really nicely. So we've done it with two clubs. And like every drill, I think it's great to give you a feeling. Then we need to see, can you do it with one club? So remember, from there, club straight back, then more up. So that feels even different for me. And then that'll allow the club to shallow out a little bit. So we'll do a few practice swings. And I love that feeling. I love seeing golfers be able to go from here to here. That's shallowing the club out. It might not be perfectly as far from the inside as you would like, and there might be other things you can build into your setup, but we're definitely not going to be seeing 9-10 degrees out to in. So let's hit a shot, but maybe not quite at full speed to begin with, and just focus on movement. So we can see there, even at a similar club head speed, even though I wasn't trying to swing quickly there, suddenly a 137-yard carry, and all of a sudden my swing path 2 degrees, or almost 2 degrees from the inside. So again, straight back and more up. Love the feeling for a lot of golfers that elbow's a little bit away from the body on the way back. So many golfers, and I've said this before, get the club moving inside because they try to keep that elbow in. It's very difficult from there, and then everything's going to work away. So we're going to let the club go back and up, then the club can drop down. And I definitely, for me personally, I think I can feel the weight of the club more throughout the swing when I do this. In my coaching sessions, I talk to golfers about, can you feel the club head? And most golfers have got no awareness and no feel on that. So let's go one more slightly slower one. And again, 142-yard carry. And even there, that actually doesn't feel like I'm trying to swing quickly, and yet I'm starting to pick up speed. So then, I've obviously only done a couple. For you, this might be over a 25 ball basket, 50 ball basket, 100 ball basket, you know, but stick with it. Have lots of practice swings, rehearsing that feeling. The club working more up, then it can drop behind. And then work up into full speed. and we start to see more distance again, club still from the inside. And if you're somebody who videos your swing at the range, honestly, you will see such a change. You'll go from seeing that movement to that movement. And it's almost an exact opposite, isn't it? Going from under to over. Now we're going more over to under. And it's always good to exaggerate a feeling when you're making a change. So let's go one last one. I would say I didn't get all of that one, but we can see more speed, more distance, club swinging down from the inside, and absolutely by working the club differently in the backswing, not putting that shoulder to its maximum rotation, we can then allow the club to shallow, swing through, and like I said, the best drill for feeling it is the two clubs together. Make them heavier, make it that you have to support the weight of the club more through the backswing, and then the weight of the club can drop down, get you swinging from the inside, and honestly hitting iron shots you've probably only ever dreamed of. Right then guys, so if you're a golfer who's historically struggled with an out-to-in swing path, kind of pulls, fades, slices, and just generally weak shots, hopefully today's video is going to make a massive change to your shots and your golf swing. So like I said, use the two clubs together. Definitely feel that the club works more up on the way back to allow the club to shallow on the way down. And if you can shallow out that downswing, it's going to help you get more accurate shots, but also going to help you swing the club further and therefore hit the ball longer and straighter than ever before. So if you've enjoyed today's video, remember to like and share it, comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you've enjoyed today's video though and you don't currently subscribe to my channel, please consider clicking the button below. Remember to ring the notification bell, then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.